How's it going, everybody? Ross here. It is 1 in the morning on a school night. As I'm filming this, the Islanders' 6-game winning streak has come to an end. They are about to lose 3-0 in Los Angeles. But anyway, this is not a hockey video. This is a NASCAR video. It was a pretty mad weekend for both Xfinity and Cup at Phoenix. ARCA, I don't really watch ARCA, so I'll check in once in a while for ARCA, but not heavily. So the Xfinity race did have a big crash. We'll get to that in a second. Chandler Smith gets his second career Xfinity Series win. The Toyota looked fast in Xfinity and Cup. So props to them for turning it around so quickly. Chandler Smith got his first career win at Richmond in the Xfinity race last year, and now he went to Phoenix. Jesse Love ends up in second, Sheldon Creed in third. Austin Hill continues his hot start in fourth. Cole Custer in fifth. Shane Van Gisbergen in sixth. Great run for him. He's been outstanding. Brandon Jones in seventh. Parker Kligerman in eighth. Sammy Smith in ninth, and Anthony Alfredo is the top 10. Other notable, AJ Allmendinger gets 18th. And then everyone involved in that big crash, William Byron, who was in the Xfinity race in the 17 for Hendrick, gets caught up in Riley Herbst, Josh Williams. Terrible start for Josh Williams in Xfinity and Cup. He ran one Cup race at Atlanta and crashed out. In the 4 Xfinity races this year, he hasn't really done that well. Justin Allgaier was leading the race with 5 laps to go, and then he crashed and blew a tire. Heartbreak for Justin Allgaier. Eric Almirola crashed out. John Nemechek crashed out. Sam Mayer as well. So yeah, the Xfinity race, I didn't really watch much of it. But yeah, the Cup race, I didn't watch much of it either because it was really boring. But I give it a 6 out of 10 overall. Phoenix, I know they had a new aero package, but didn't really change much. But once again, Toyota showed its dominance. Christopher Bell drove from 20th to 1st on the final restart. Then again, the final restart was with 92 laps to go. So took the lead with 40 laps to go after Martin Truex Jr. pitted, and Bell sailed to victory. Chris Buescher ends up in second. Ty Gibbs in third, Brad Keselowski in fourth, Ryan Blaney in fifth, Ross Chastain in sixth. Martin Truex Jr. rallies back to finish seventh. Good for him. Ross Chastain, I believe, is the only Chevy to finish in the top 10. I'll get to that in a second. Michael McDowell ends up in eighth, Chase Briscoe in ninth, and Tyler Reddick, who led most of this race, ends up 10th. Got shuffled out during pit stops and during cautions. Also, Denny Hamlin started on the pole and led the race early, who spun out while battling for the lead, rallies back to finish 11th. Chevy was nowhere to be seen today. Like I said, Ross Chastain is the only Chevy in the top 10 in 6th. All 4 Hendrick cars were nowhere to be seen. Kyle Larson finished 15th. William Byron, Chase Elliott, and Alex Bowman finished 18th, 19th, and 20th. Kyle Busch finished 23rd. He was nowhere near the front at all. But yeah, Stuart Haas Racing on the upside. They've been a little bit better as of late. Like I said, Chase Briscoe ends up top 10. Noah Gragson ends up 12th. Another good run for him. Ryan Preece had a fast car. He ended up finishing 22nd, I think. And Josh Berry hasn't really had that good of a season so far. Eric Jones started up front, and then something happened to him. Corey LaJoie and Joey Logano had problems in they crashed out in the final stage. Terrible start of the season for Joey Logano. Logano started on the pole for the Daytona 500, gets crashed out while battling for the win. Starts second at Atlanta and crashes out in stage 2. Starts on the pole last week at Las Vegas and dropped like a rock real quick. And then this past weekend at Phoenix, was nowhere to be seen until he got wrecked. And then an issue on lap 6, Derek Kraus spun out, taking out Austin Dillon and Austin Cindric. So, not a good run for them. Chevy, once again, they won the first 3 races, but they were in for a rude awakening at some point. Toyota and Ford have new bodies, and Toyota showed it off today. Well, yesterday. Yes, so that's it for me. I mean, not much else to talk about. All 3 series will head to Bristol Motor Speedway next weekend for the return of the Food City 500 for the Cup Series. The Spring Bristol race hasn't really sold much obviously. 2018, 2019, 2017, 18, 19 really didn't have that many fans. 2020 was obviously COVID, and the last 3 years was the dirt race. So we'll see what happens with the first short track race of the season. And yeah, this is Ross Belkin signing off, and yeah, see you guys next week. Peace.